She walked in wearing red, the kind of red that warns you, tempts you, kills you. Mike Carter had a rule: never trust a client who looks that good. But rules are meant to be broken, and so was he. The clock on Mike Carter's desk read 11:47 p.m. when she walked in. He'd been nursing the same glass of whiskey for an hour, watching rain streak down the window like tears on a widow's face. The city outside was a blur of neon and regret. Then his door opened. She stood in the doorway, rain-dampened and impossibly beautiful. The red dress clung to her like a secret. Her dark hair fell in, waves past her shoulders, and her eyes, green as money, cold as winter, fixed on him with practiced vulnerability. "Mr. Carter?" Her voice was smoke and honey. "I hope I'm not disturbing you." Mike set down his glass. 20 years as a private detective had taught him to spot trouble. This woman was trouble wrapped in silk and perfume. "Depends on what you're selling," he said. She stepped inside, heels clicking on the hardwood. The door closed behind her with a soft click that sounded like a trap springing shut. "I'm not selling anything, Mr. Carter. I'm buying your services." She reached into a small clutch, read naturally, and produced a photograph, placed it on his desk with manicured fingers. Red nails. Of course, the photo showed a man in his 50s, handsome in that aging well. Way, expensive suit, wedding ring clearly visible. "My husband," she said. Her voice caught, perfectly professionally. "Richard Mallory. He's been missing for 3 days." Mike picked up the photo. Richard Mallory. He knew the name. Real estate developer. Connected. The kind of man who made enemies the way other men made friends. "The police," he started. "Won't help." She cut him off, leaning forward. The dress was strategic. Everything about her was strategic. "They say he probably left me. That men like Richard, they have options. Do they? He loved me." Another perfect catch in her voice. "Whatever the police think, whatever his business partners might say, Richard loved me. Something happened to him. I can feel it." Mike looked at her, really looked. The flawless makeup, designer dress, the rehearsed grief. His gut said run. His wallet said listen. His weakness said yes. "My rate is $500 a day plus expenses," he heard himself say. She opened the clutch again. This time, cash appeared. A thick stack of hundreds. She counted out 15 bills onto his desk. 3 days advance, she said. "Find him, Mr. Carter. Please." Mike looked at the money. $3,000. That paid a lot of bills, bought a lot of answers, or bought a lot of trouble. "What's your name?" he asked. She smiled. It didn't reach her eyes. Vivian Mallory. The next morning, Mike started where all bad stories started. At the beginning, Richard Mallory's office was downtown. Glass and steel. The kind of building that looked down on the rest of the city literally and figuratively. Mallory's secretary was a brittle woman in her 40s named Janet Brooks. She had the tight-lipped efficiency of someone who'd seen too much and said too little. "Mr. Mallory didn't show up Monday morning," she told Mike, her hands fidgeting with a pencil. "No call, no message." That wasn't like him. What was he working on? The Harbor District development. Big project. Millions involved. Enemies? Janet's laugh was bitter. "Mr. Carter, when you're tearing down a neighborhood to build luxury condos, everyone's your enemy." Mike made notes. Standard wealthy man missing case so far, except for the wife in the red dress who'd hired him at midnight. He spent the afternoon running down leads. Mallory's business partner, Tom Chun, was nervous but cooperative. The Harbor District project was behind schedule, over budget. Protesters, threats, the usual. But Richard wouldn't run, Chen insisted. He was too stubborn, too proud. At 6 p.m., Mike returned to his office to find someone waiting. But it wasn't Vivian. It was Detective Sarah Lynch. Homicide. We need to talk about Richard Mallory, she said. Mike's stomach dropped. You found him. Part of him. His car. Burned out. Down by the docks. Body? Not yet. But there was blood. Lots of it. Lynch crossed her arms. And you were asking about him today. Want to tell me why? Mike showed her his license. His wife hired me to find him. Something flickered in Lynch's eyes. Surprise? Suspicion? His wife, she repeated slowly. Vivian Mallory. She came to me last night. Said he was missing. Lynch pulled out her phone. Showed him a photo. A woman. Blonde. 40-something. Elegant in a country club way. That's Richard Mallory's wife. Laura Mallory. Married 15 years. The office suddenly felt very cold. Who? Lynch asked quietly. Is Vivian? Mike Carter had been played. The question was why. He started digging. Really digging. Richard Mallory wasn't just a real estate developer. He was a shark. The Harbor District project? Forced evictions. Bribed inspectors. Threats. Violence. And 6 months ago, a young woman named Anna Chun, Tom Chen's daughter, had been found dead. Apparent suicide. She'd been protesting the development, had stood in front of bulldozers, had sworn to stop Mallory. Mike found Anna's photo online. Dark hair, green eyes, beautiful. He found another photo. Anna at a protest, wearing a red dress. His blood turned to ice. He called Tom Chen. Your daughter, Anna. Tell me about her. Chen's voice broke. She was everything. Smart, passionate. She believed in justice. A pause. They said she killed herself. But Anna wouldn't. She was murdered, Mr. Carter. I know it. And I know who did it. Richard Mallory. He had her killed. Made it look like suicide. Because she wouldn't back down. Because she wouldn't be bought or scared off. Chen's voice hardened. But I'm not alone in knowing this. Who else? Anna had a sister. Victoria. Vivian. The woman in red. Mike drove to the address Vivian had given him. It was a lie, of course. The building was abandoned. Scheduled for demolition as part of Mallory's project. He searched anyway. Found an empty apartment on the top floor. No furniture except a mirror, a chair, and a red dress hanging on a hook. And on the mirror, written in red lipstick, Justice for Anna. His phone rang. He knew who it was before he answered. Hello, Mr. Carter. Vivian's voice was different now. Harder, colder. I suppose you figured it out. You killed him. Richard Mallory. I executed him. There's a difference. Where's the body? Where it belongs. 6 feet under, beneath the foundation of his precious Harbor District development. Concrete poured yesterday. Morning. He's part of his legacy now. Forever. Mike leaned against the wall. Why hire me? Alibi. When the police come asking, and they will. I was distraught. I hired a private detective. I was desperate to find my missing husband. I'm a concerned wife, not a murderer. I'm a witness. I'll tell them who you really are. Her laugh was ice. Will you? Tell them you took $3,000 from a woman using a fake name and didn't verify anything? That you were investigating a murder without informing the police? They'll pull your license, Mr. Carter. At best. She was right. He'd been sloppy. Desperate for the money. Desperate to believe the act. Anna was my sister, Vivian continued, her voice breaking now. But this time real. He took her from me. From the world. And he was going to walk away. His money, his lawyers, his connections would have protected him. So I became what he couldn't resist. What all men like him can't resist. A beautiful lie. A beautiful trap. Mike Carter stood in that empty apartment for a long time after Vivian hung up. He thought about Anna Chun, 23 years old, dead because she believed in something, because she stood up to a monster. He thought about Richard Mallory, entombed in concrete. Justice or murder? Both? Neither? He thought about Vivian, Victoria Chun, a woman who destroyed herself to destroy the man who destroyed her sister. His phone buzzed. Detective Lynch. Carter, we got a warrant for Mallory's financials. Found something interesting. Large cash withdrawal 3 days ago. $15,000. No record where it went. Mike closed his eyes. Vivian had used Mallory's own money to hire him. Carter, you there? He looked at the red dress hanging on the hook, at the lipstick message on the mirror. Justice for Anna. Carter, he had a choice. Tell Lynch everything. Let the system handle it. Vivian would be arrested, tried, convicted. Oh, I'm here, he said finally. And I've got nothing. The wife who hired me turned out to be a scam artist, used a fake name, fake documents, took my retainer and vanished. I'm a dead end, Lynch. Sorry, the lie tasted like ash and truth. Lynch sighed. All right, we'll keep looking. But Carter, stay out of this. It's a murder investigation now. Yeah, Mike said quietly. I know. He hung up, looked one more time at the dress, the mirror, the ghost of a woman who'd worn red, and walked into his office like a warning. Then he left, locked the door behind him, never looked back. 2 weeks later, Mike Carter sat in his office, watching rain streak down the window. The Mallory case was officially unsolved. Body never found. Wife, the real wife, Laura, inherited everything. Sold the Harbor District project to a non-profit. They were building affordable housing now. A community center. A memorial park. For Anna Chun. Mike didn't know where Vivian, Victoria, had gone. Disappeared like smoke. Like a ghost. Like the kind of woman who only exists in war stories and bad decisions. But sometimes, late at night, he'd see flashes of red in the rain. Hear heels clicking in the hallway. Smell perfume and lies. And he'd wonder if he'd done the right thing, or if the woman in red had broken more than just his rules. She'd broken him,